as you can see, this unit has the wind deflector kit installed. You have to remove the mirrors. After the kit is installed, the mirrors reattach, and basically what it'll do is it raises the mirror bases up about maybe 1/4 of an inch, or at least as thick as this rubber is of the wind deflector. If you're interested in the specifics about these wind deflectors, we have that on another video as well if you want to take a peek at it. But overall, you can see the windshield comes close, but it doesn't touch. I'm guessing there's probably about 1/4 of an inch of a gap. I can actually put my finger between the two surfaces here. So with the windshield in its full down position, there is a little clearance here, not a lot, but enough to get the job done. As a matter of fact, here we go, it's a good angle. Matter of fact, the kit for the wind deflectors comes with a little stick-on thin film that can be put on the insides of these mirror bases. So in case vibration or the wind really hit this shield hard, it wouldn't scratch your mirrors. I didn't put them on because I really didn't see how that could possibly happen, and I rarely leave it in the lowest position. I'm a little bit of a first click up guy or all the way up. One of those two are my favorite positions, so I didn't bother. But it does come with the kit. Okay, if you have the factory service manual for the bike, in the chapter under removal of the windshield, you'll notice that it's pretty much just a couple sentences that basically tell you to remove the windshield. Just as few little tips here, we'll get a little bit into that right now. These are basically just some soft rubber covers. If you look on the very inside of the cover, you'll see a little gap right here. Looks like something you'd want to stick a flat blade screwdriver under and pry at, which you don't want to do because you'll end up scratching your windshield. But if you grab it with your thumb and maybe just get your fingernail underneath the edge of it, you'll see that it allows the rubber to lift up very easily. Once you do that, you can literally just get these guys off. And what these are, they're just a soft, pliable rubber cover, and there's a little bit of a lip all the way around these edges here. And there's a corresponding lip on the top cap as well. And it just kind of loops over the edge of it and just kind of holds the thing in place. So they're very easy to get off, and you just want to safely and comfortably just peel it off, which exposes the plastic top caps and the 4 or 5 millimeter hex bolts. Okay, before we remove the windshield, if you have a helper, you might want to use an extra pair of hands to hold these brackets in place and to support the windshield before you remove it. That way you don't scratch anything. I don't have that luxury today. I'm here by myself. So before I remove anything, you'll notice I put some masking tape across these brackets. The reason I did that is if you take one bolt out and then when you go to loosen the other, this bracket has a tendency to spin around on you, which would scratch the top side of your windshield. You definitely want to try to avoid that. So I use masking tape this way here. When you remove these bolts from the bracket will stay in place and won't spin around on you and scratch the surface of the windshield. Okay, very quickly before we fully remove the windshield, I do want to note that the windshield on its own sits nice and flush and flat with its mounting perches. It's an injected molded plastic and it's hard to see, but Honda has like a little bit of a recessed area here where they changed the contour just in the mounting bracket area, so it does sit flush with its slide rail. Now before fully removing the remaining bracket, definitely want to support the windshield, keep a little upward pull on it. That way the windshield doesn't slip, get away from you, and scratch the underside against the mounting brackets. And carefully remove it. And that's all there is to it. Okay, before reinstalling the C. Bailey windshield, we do want to illustrate that these brackets move very easily without the windshield on. So there's no binding, no resistance that's abnormal to the mechanism itself.